Hello. Hi, everybody. Hopefully this is working. It might be. We'll find out. Oh, Neil, do you have a new subscriber icon? It appears so. Yeah, I think it might be the one, same as on my t-shirt. Don't blame me. The warp made me do it. Yeah, bit of merch. Hopefully I'm streaming or looking like an idiot. Just talking to nobody. Hi, Dom Elf Kicker. Hello, Peter. Are the Wi-Fi and the warp gods the same? Asking for a friend. I believe so. So I'm back in Puppy House.
There goes the puppy.
Where's the puppy?
She just went past.
Oh.
Just one puppy left.
Just one puppy left now, Piper the puppy. I did meet Robbie's dog Jasper. We were in Cornwall together, weren't we, Robbie? And we had a lovely time. We realised we were in the same corner of the world and we made every effort to meet up, and then we went and climbed up and down a waterfall and it was much fun. I'm just trying to find the pictures, Robbie, of...
Look at it when you're ready.
Thank you. Oh, my godson George has just drawn a picture of me. I haven't seen it yet. Let's reveal it. Oh, Christ. Oh, God. Okay, so this is my next merch t-shirt.
Look at the name.
Mira the Mangled.
Wow.
So, yeah, thank you very much, George. You'd like to say a few words about your inspiration?
Lionhead.
Inspired from his own head. But if you think that means he might not love me, you should see the one he's done for his mum. He loves me almost as much as he loves her. I quite like that look for me. You've got my wonky chin and everything.
It reminds me, have you seen Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared?
Don't hug me,
It
I'm
reminds me of
scared.
that thing.
So I think we might have to have Mira the Mangled t-shirt. What do we think, peeps? I think that's a yes.
Mira,
Yeah.
what do you think of those?
My godson Tommy's saying, what do I think of these? Which will be his next trainer purchase. I like them. I think they're good.
We saw a bunch of those in London and Mum thought they were horrific.
Mum thought they were horrific, so we might not get them. You will also see, I've managed to finish Nemesis finally. Finally, with the light of the God Emperor helping me finish Nemesis. I am now reading The First Heretic. Very excited. The Emperor Genuflects. Amazing.
And Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
Oh, this was George's inspiration for... That's pretty amazing, actually, George. I can see it. So that's the reference for that.
Well, it's not a reference, it's kind of reminded me of it.
Reminded him.
After I've done it.
Yeah, love that. I'm very pleased
You
with
should watch
this.
that show if you haven't, it's really good.
I will watch it. I will. Right. I just want to try and find a picture of Robbie's dog. So I'm just really struggling with phone and batteries. Hi, Caprice. Neil says, "Nice work, George." We are in the house of where the wind does the Wi-Fi in, so fingers crossed we'll be okay. How is everybody this evening? I have finished a week's holiday, so I'm feeling mega depressed. Don't really want to have to go back to work. Would quite like to find a picture of... Oh, here we go. Yeah, so that's me and Robbie. Look, Robbie is wearing... Oh, yay! Thank you, Robbie, for the £10 gift. Just as I pull a picture of us out, Robbie is wearing merch. We're both wearing the same t-shirt. Don't blame me, the warp made me did it. The warp made me do it even. And Neil, thank you so much. Congratulations. Welcome to Miramanga, Space Marine level. How, Brian Damien, JP Art Space, Mostly Harmless, and Chase Loudner. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, we're so happy to have you here. I'm just wrestling with a plug socket to try and get battery on my phone. I want a picture of... And this is a picture of Robbie's beautiful Jasper. Such pretty greyhound. So lovely. We had so much fun. We went to a place called St. Nectan's Waterfall, which was just really, really gorgeous. Very much folk vibes. Some might say folk horror, but it's really gorgeous. The waterfall, Yeah, thanks for coming to my holiday photos. But look, it does really look magical. There you go. I know Jasper is so cute and so soft and really tall, and he let me pet him loads. So, yeah, excuse me, I'm just wrestling. Actually, why don't I move everything down closer to the socket? That's more sensible, isn't it? Also, my godson grew these potatoes. So I'm very proud of my godson. I'm a proud godmother. Okay. We're nearly there, people. We're nearly there. Have we officially started? Mira, have you played the Dungeon on Blood Island yet? I thought it was a really good book. Although a little too close in story to Trial of Champions. Actually, Neil, I haven't played either of those books yet. I am saving Dungeon on Blood Island because I'm having an interview with Sir Ian. So I'm saving that to give it some really good time. I didn't want to play it like when I didn't have my mind on it because I want to get some good questions. But did you enjoy it? How many out of 10 would you give it? So I have an amazing celebrity birthday today. The celebrity's birthday that we're celebrating today is Marco Polo. Marco! Okay, if you know, you know. And my fact of the day is about autumn because, let's face it, we're in the UK, we're getting to autumn. Oh, Neil says, Sir Ian was hilarious at Fighting Fantasy Fest, was exchanging banter with everyone, so sharp. He is mega cool. Love Sir Ian. So members only can see a very lovely short speech that Sir Ian did about his new books. If you're a member, if you've just got a membership, you can check that members only video out on my YouTube channel. Here are 2 interesting facts about autumn. The autumnal equinox is a natural phenomenon that occurs when the Earth receives 12 hours of daylight and 12 hours of darkness. After the equinox, the nights get longer and the weather gets cooler. 5 points to your house, to your ultramarine. 5 points to your Space Marine chapter of choice if you know the date of autumn equinox in 2024. And then here's a lovely fact about leaf colours. The leaves on trees change colour from green to red, orange and brown in the autumn. This is because chlorophyll, which makes leaves green, disappears as the days get shorter. I kind of feel like I knew that, but I didn't know that. I'm still not very clear on what that means, but there we go. And happy birthday, inventor of mints with holes. Marco Polo, very good, Tony. We do have some atmosphere candle lighting going on, but these 2 burned out during our dinner. So I'm bringing back our coloured flame candles of differing flames. And I'm using my friend Sam's expensive Diptyque matches. Diptyque is one of my favourite. Different colour matches. Oh, I won't be a git and choose a colourful one. Where is Mr. Pugh? Mr. Pugh's in London with Tom. Let me see. Let's see what we can do about that. I know I do feel very fearful about not having Mr. Pugh in attendance. Let's see if we can get Mr. Pugh involved. Mr. Pugh has entered the chat. You'll all see if my friend Tom loves me enough to pick up as well. Hi, Tom.
Hello.
Can you do us a favour?
Depends.
Can you just hold up the fire extinguisher to the phone?
Yes.
Thank you. Say hi.
Why?
Because the stream, I'm about to light a candle and the stream don't like me lighting the candle without Mr. Pugh being present.
I think this needs servicing, by the way.
What do you mean servicing? It's so new. Yay. How are you? How is it?
23.
2023?
Yeah.
Okay, well, am I safe to proceed with candle lighting, Tom? What does Mr. Pugh say?
Just about safe to proceed.
Okay, thanks so much, Tom. Speak to you later.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so with the full permission of Mr. Pugh, what colour candle shall we use? Word is Mr. Pugh's been holding wild parties while you've been gone. Never. Mr. Pugh's the responsible one. Mr. Pugh is ready for retirement, says Robbie. Stream inception. What colour candle are we going to do, kids? Yellow just leaped out of the packet. Very eager. Oh, sugar. They're all jumping. So we've got pink, yellow, blue, purple, green. Oh, I better be careful. Pink, says Philip. Hang on, I'm just going to blow my keyboard. There's loads of bit. Orc green. Got to be yellow then. First one to the party. The same colour change as the leaves happens when you get a bruise. What? The same colour change as the leaves happens when you get a bruise. It comes from cutting the metal out of a chemical ring. Will, I'm so glad that you are the well inspectorate scientist. I love that fact. Thank you so much. Actually, I have had this bruise on my leg since June the 8th. That's when we all noticed it and it hasn't gone away. So I'm having an ultrasound on it. It's really worrying. Anyway, it's there. So I will let you know what that is. Pink, please. Yellow chose us, says Caprice. I've got 2 for pink and 2 for yellow. So why don't we go absolutely nutso and light both at the same time? Will is super clever. We are lucky to have him amongst us. Fire. Doo, doo, doo. Okay. Yay, look at our twin flame. So, don't want to drip anywhere. Look at that. This is not looking as pink. Oh, there we go. If I give it a bit of oxygen. And gorgeous. I sound like an asthmatic. I used to have asthma when I was little, but thankfully I don't have it now. Isn't that gorgeous? And the yellow one, so colour of the emperor. So yes, and once again together we learn that light colours do not merge in the same way that pigmented colours do. And if I ever run out of coloured candles, my life will be like 800 times less happy. I'm just going to turn my... Oh, crikey, we've got a bit of... I don't know if you can see. Oh, exterminatus has happened. Get us off this planet. It hasn't, but you know what I mean. I'm just going to turn my laptop upside down. Oh my God, Robbie, why didn't we take candles to the waterfall? We need to go back next year. I definitely want to come back to Cornwall as soon as possible. I'm just going to turn my laptop upside down. I'm worried I've got bits in it. Hopefully I haven't, because I don't know how to unmold this keyboard. You'll set the smoke detector off. Well, that was very exciting. So Marco Polo's birthday, and we learned a little bit about bruising. Hi, Alex. Hello, Alex. Shiny. Right. Without further ado, because I am a guest in my godson's and my best friend from school's house, let's get back into the adventure. So don't go wasting my precious time. I don't know if anyone has seen the cover of Spice Girls, If You Want to Be My Lover, which has been so pleasing, but I can highly recommend. Who's it by? If you haven't seen it already, you need to check it out. I'll show you all. Well, why not get a copyright strike? That's what we seem to do on this channel of late. Here we go.
If
System of a Down wrote Wannabe by Spice Girls, featuring my buddy Mac Glocky. I don't...
Anyway, yeah, highly recommend that. All the squigs who operate the keyboard will fall out. Hopefully not. We're in a house, a very big house in the country. We are indeed Dominus, Elf Kikarus. Let us release. What's the name of our adventurer? Let's get us back onto the right page so you can all see the adventures. Yes, what is the name of our erstwhile adventurer? Elf Dom Kicker. In respect of our lovely Dom Elf Kicker. Righty-ho. Oh, this is good. I don't seem to have too much of a lag, so I now have my chat in front of me. Suddenly slam your body down and wind it all around is genre appropriate. Absolutely will. It's so much better than the original. I really love it. Yay! Okay, for some reason, my little box is at the bottom of the screen. Is that okay for everybody? Is that a bit weird? Hello, by the way, to everybody. I don't feel I said hello. We just started like rolling and rocking and rolling. So hello, Robbie. It's so nice to see you in real life. Hope we get to do it again. Hello, Tony. Very, very happy that you are here with your humour. Neil, hello, and congrats on your new logo. Hi, Peter Dyer. Hello, Philip Collins. And yes, Philip, the warp and the Wi-Fi gods are the same. Sean, hello, and thank you so much. Sean has been doing amazing work on the new t-shirt design. I shall show you all. Hello, Dom. It's lovely to have you. Historita Jamaldus, yellow all. Hello, hello, hello. Caprice, yay. And of course, our new members, Brian, JP, Mostly Harmless, Chase, and Hal. Welcome, welcome. And we've got Daryl in the chat. We've got Stahl XD, who's a bit of an Orc fan. We've got, of course, Will. And we've got David Wharton. Hello. Pink to match your socks. Yes, Tony, I didn't notice that. Very good. So welcome, welcome, everybody. Hello, Dartharus. And right at the beginning, did we have... There was somebody I said hello right at the beginning that's not showed up on this. I hate it when it does that. Ugh. Chat filter, all messages. I think it's so stupid that it does like top messages. Okay, what's the new logo, Neil? I can't see, so tiny on my screen. The new logo is the t-shirt logo. Don't blame me, the warp made me do it. So, yeah, I think you get that after being a member for so long, or maybe being a certain level. I'm not sure. I'll have to figure it out. Hey, go grind yourself. And hello, Dartharus. Is Ian there, says StarLXD. No, Ian exists in his own timeline. We share separate universes, unfortunately. Neil says, the orbital track Spicy played at Glasgow featuring Melcy was epic. I can't stop watching the video. I will have to look that up. Sean, chat filter is annoying. I have to switch it off for every stream. Okay. So quickly, while Sean and the Emperor are on my mind, when is the Emperor not on my mind? I just want to quickly show the amazing artwork that Sean has been working on. So I think I've shown you all the image that we've been given to look at. And so let's just do this a bit better. Look at this. And on the clipboard, there's a really cool detailing where it says property of the EMP. And then, so the t-shirt will say the Emperor inspects. I mean, how cool is this? So good. And we did choose, between me and Sean, we decided on ultramarines just because they look really good. The colors look really good. Neil says, oh my God, that is amazing. And of course, ultramarines for the lackeys. So yeah, Sean has even given some other options of font choices. So once I'm back properly, because I've just been in Cornwall with no Wi-Fi and stuff, we'll be having a look and choosing the best font. Or maybe I could even put a poll up on the YouTube or something, and yeah. But no, I mean, I feel so grateful. Basically, so many people in the chat are just awesome humans who can do incredible stuff. And yeah. So yeah, Robbie says, Sean, your talent knows no bounds. I agree, Robbie. Heartless says, amazing. Let's give Sean some balloons. Balloons? My friend made me watch Braveheart today, so my accent might get a bit Scottish. Thank you, Sean. Yeah, that Emp's good boys. I love that. Yeah, oh my gosh, Rogel Dawn at the end of Nemesis. Oof. Hello, stepping in, taking care of everything. Stop this nonsense. Mamma mia, Rogel Dawn. I didn't think he was boring in that moment, I have to say. Don't want to spoil anyone who's read Nemesis, but it is a bit like when you've had a party and then, you know, the bigger person comes and goes, come on, you know, time for everyone to go. And you're like, thank God for helping me get rid of everybody, because that party was really getting out of hand. Felt like that was a bit Rogel Dawnish at the end. Neil, I am not very far into First Heretic yet. I am in the very opening pages. So excited to talk to James Swallow about Nemesis. As usual, let me know in the comments if you have any questions or anything. But time is racing on and we must race out of the house of hell. So a lot of people have told me First Heretic is one of the best. So I'm looking forward to it. But in order to get to that point, we must survive the house of hell. And again, I'm aware that the little box that I sit in is at the bottom of the screen. I hope that's not too weird. I don't know why it's doing this, but hopefully you can see the copy, you can see the messaging. Oh no, I'm up the top. Okay, all right, things are good, life is good. Hopefully you get to interview ADB, the best BL author, along with Dan Abnett and Graham McNeil. Graham McNeil? Imagine Arnie playing Rogel. Stop! You guys must stop doing things without the Emperor's permission. Sean, you're so welcome. Hello, Heartless. Okay, right. So, we're not doing too badly. Old Elf Dom Kicker has 35 stamina, 11 skill, 10 luck, and only 1 fear. What have we learned so far? Well, there are men in white gowns in the house. There are strange marks on her neck. Can't remember whose neck that was. The estate stretches for miles. The Earl is the last surviving family member. I collapsed at dinner. The Earl's sister died mysteriously. Lord Kellner is the Earl of Drummer, and the butler's name is Franklin's. Will any of these items of information be of any use to us? Probably not, but we can always hope, can't we? Can still hear echo mirror. Oof. Let me have a look. I used to have asthma when I was little, but hopefully that's better. Let me know. The Emperor. So yes, and once again together we learn that. What do we reckon, peeps? Is that better? Echoes of mirror in the warp. I didn't even know there was an echo. I'm so sorry I didn't notice that. Heartless. You know, there are plenty of 40k characters that have, shall we say, dubious motivations. But a lot of fans, that raises the question, does anyone like Erebus? Yeah, people you shouldn't hang out with, probably. Ask Lord Kellner for the Wi-Fi password. Love that. Echo's gone. Hello, good evening, Aleph. Lovely to have you with us. Okey-dokey, let's try and escape the house of hell. You sit on the bed, trying to work out how on earth you can escape from this place. The room you are in now seems safe enough, and the rest refreshes you, increasing your stamina by 2 points. But a few moments later, the wind whistling through the curtains attracts your attention. You glance over towards the window. Okay. Thank you so much, Robbie, for telling me about the echo. I'm so sorry about that, peeps. Hope it didn't upset your viewing too much. Ooh, wow. Some great art. Oh, I'm so excited to share the book I bought from Ian. It's amazing. It's got all the Fighting Fantasy art. It's beautiful. A soft voice is calling your name. Elf Dom Kicker, Elf Dom Kicker. You leap back against a wall while a strange shape is forming. A human figure is passing through the very wall itself and entering the room. At least the figure is almost human, but its head is missing. As it materializes before you, the voice becomes clearer. It comes from a head that is carried, not on the apparition's shoulders, but in its hand, which hangs down at its side. The sight is horrible, and ghostly blood drips onto the carpet from the severed head. You gain 2 fear points. Oh no. Will you stay to hear what the ghost has to say, or will we run from the room? Let me know in the chat. Will we stay or will we run from the room? Run from the room. Please type either stay or run into the chat and the decision will be all yours. You okay, Tommy? I feel like Tommy's very bemused by my existence. But I do love him. I saw that Scrabble's official dictionary got an update. Grimdark is now a valid word. Robbie says, is that Tony Blair? Oh my God. It did look a bit like Tony Blair, yes. Restoring stamina. Hi, Jen. This feels like the house of mild annoyance. Heartless says, Erebus sees the worst bastardry imaginable and says, hold my beer. Sean agrees. It does look like Tony Blair. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people saying stay. And Aleph is saying run, run, run. Caprice, a new fearful visage. Stay, there has to be a payoff and not just more terror, right? Right? Dartharus, I'm up for staying, but what's the most polite way to talk to a severed head? Jen says run, I don't trust a headless ghost. Dom and Tony and Heartless all say stay. Stay, please. And so does Sean. Let us stay and hear what the ghost has to say. Oh, God. The disembodied head speaks. Prepare yourself for death, miserable mortal, it gloats. For the evil that is in this place cannot be escaped. The house of Druma has drawn you here for one purpose. Before the night is out, you will join me and my companions in the netherworld. Our fate will be yours. You will forever haunt the place that has caused your death. With these words, a mocking laughter fills the room. Ha 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 ha! The apparition turns back through the wall, and as it does, the laughter fades. But the fright gives you 2 fear points. Oof. Well, Caprice, I think you were right. We are now up to 5 fear points out of a possible 15, which takes us... We have 2/3 fear left to go. Let us continue. You leave the Diabolus room and are standing once more in the narrow corridor outside. Do you wish to turn left to investigate the window, or would you rather return to the landing and follow it around? So please type window or landing. So those are the 2 choices. We're going to go investigate the window, or we can return to the landing. And I'll be honest, I have no idea. Like, I haven't got a map in my head or any memory of anything we've done, so I'm just relying on everybody here in the chat. There are 24 of us today. Hello, thank you so much for being here. If you're just dropping by, please, please, please do a like and subscribe. How do the young people do hearts like this? Yeah, a like and subscribe really helps out. Yeah, and you can do super thanks, and you can join the membership, and you can do all the things. So yeah, be part of our gang. Okay, well, Jen was right, says Heartless. Agree. Dartharus, he's gloating, right? But he's the dude that lost his head. Ours is firmly attached. Good. Yes, I agree. Phil, Robbie, Dom, Heartless, and Jen are all saying landing, as is Sean. Landing, please. Tony's done a window. Will's done a window. Sean points out landing. Hasn't every time we look at a window gone badly? Robbie, didn't the window have a hanging man through it, or was that another window? Exactly, I cannot remember. In this instance, landing has won out so far. Darthus agrees. Windows don't seem to do us any good. So let us go on to the landing. A short distance further on, you come to the top of a main staircase which leads downwards. Immediately opposite the staircase is an unmarked door. Do you wish to go downstairs? Or maybe you wish to try the unmarked door? Or will you continue around the landing? So please type either down, door, or landing again. Downstairs, door, or landing. I can't remember if downstairs will just take us back to the dining area. I'm confused. So please help me make this choice, people. Yeah. Where will we go? Oh, Peter said, landing please. Looking out of windows here can be really scary. Windows is always bad news. I know. Tell that Microsoft was charging so much for their things. Ha ha ha, lol. Door, please, says Heartless. Robbie says landing. Sean and Caprice say door. Tony says unmarked toilet door, please. Which is where you'll always find me at a party, behind the unmarked toilet door. Door, unmarked makes it sound mysterious. Door, says Dartharus. So, Robbie, I'm afraid you're in the minority, but you can say I told you so when we die. So let me bookmark here. We haven't bookmarked for a while, and we will try the unmarked door. You step into a small storeroom and close the door behind you. There are shelves on the left and right walls on which various Can I speak? There are shelves on the left and right walls on which various household objects are stored. In front of you, in the wall facing the door, is another door. What do you want to do? Will you search through the things on the shelves, or perhaps you want to try the door opposite? Turn to 255, otherwise we could return to the landing. I feel like there's a lot of, you could go back to the landing going on. And also having a bit of déjà vu. Have we played here in the storeroom before? So let me know in the chat. Do you want to search, or do you want to try the door, or again, it's the landing option? Will says, doors are just opaque windows. Jen says to Heartless, it could be worse. At least the Windows season pass isn't a thing. Philip says, think there is a knife on the shelves. Yes. Caprice says shelves, and I feel like the paper copies of this must have lots of little skulls marking most of the choices. Dom says shelves. Nick, anything that is nailed down. Search please, says Tony, and Sean and Philip say search, as does Will, and just Aleph going for the landing. Aleph and Robbie still want to go to the landing, but we must go with the majority. So let's search through the things on the shelves. Aha! Yes. Somebody has a good memory. Various items of crockery, cutlery, and food are kept in the storeroom, including a sharp meat knife, which you hide under your coat to use as a weapon in the future. This sharp knife adds 3 skill points in a fight. On one shelf, you find several cloves of garlic, which you also take. I think that's really, really sensible. There is also an unlabeled bottle of white liquid on another shelf. Now, does anybody remember what happened here? If you wish to drink the liquid, please type drink in the chat. If you would prefer to ignore the liquid and try the door at the back of the storeroom, please type back. Or if you want to go back out of the door we came through, please type door. So either drink, back, or door. And I have a feeling we may have been here before. I don't know if opening that door took us to a good place. The one in the back. Can anybody else remember? I'm gonna throw a bookmark here just because. Okay. We're just saving our position, so we might have to save our soul. Okay. Drink, says Robbie. Neil says garlic. No foreshadowing here. Phil says, the liquid is death. I remember that. Okay, I'm not going to argue with someone remembering a death by liquid. For a second, says Jen, I thought Dom was suggesting we steal the shelves themselves. That would be lovely. If only we could build ourselves a little fort to hide in. So Robbie says drink, but 4 people are saying back, please. Caprice is also saying back. We can always back out backwards if it goes wrong. Dom says, I mean, you probably could beat someone to death with a shelf. Absolutely. Jen says, might not be much help against a ghost. Oh, I'm just opening the door behind me as it gets very hot in here. Okay, so it looks like we're going to go back through the door. We're going to try the door in the back of the storeroom. I have a really bad feeling about this. Okay. Well, we've got a bookmark. Let's do it. You step out of the storeroom into a hallway. To your left, the hallway ends at a door which leads into the Shaitan room. If you wish to try the Shaitan door, please type Shaitan in the chat. Almost opposite is the Mammon room, which you may enter by typing Mammon in the chat. If you're not interested in either of these, go back to the landing through the storeroom. So please type Shaitan, Mammon, or storeroom. What a terrible array of choices is all I can say. Absolutely ghastly. I'm sorry to put this in your hands, but I need your help. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Storeroom, says Christian. Hello, Christian. Lovely to have you amongst us. Who else are we missing? Tuonin Lintu, who normally shows up. Mammon is all about wealth, right? Says Heartless. Mammon, please. I didn't know that. I just think of Mammon from the Great British Bake Off, the French contestant. It's funny, isn't it? Funny. It's a little bit funny. Oh, Don wants Mammon too. Are demons keen to avoid... Are demons keen to avoid copyright trademark violations, asks Will. Hail Shaitan and try the door. Mammon, while side-eyeing the Satan room hard, says Caprice. Dartharus, swear we did Mammon before but forgot what happened. We're here again, so Satan? Sean, if we say please enough, we'll summon Mark. Agreed. Shaitan room could be a loo by sounds of it, says Tony. Very good. Mammon, says Phil, and Mammon please, says Sean. So let me do some counting. 3, 4, 5 people want to go to Mammon. 1 person for the storeroom. And 4 people want to go to Shaitan room. So I'm going to do a bookmark and we're going to go to Manon because Manon's got 5. The room you enter looks well lived in. It's a bedroom and a large bed covered with a yellow bedspread dominates the room. Clothes are strewn about the floor and a tap is running in a wash basin in the corner. The clothes suggest it is a woman's room, but no one is about. Will you call out to announce yourself in case anyone is in the room, or will you search around to see what you could find? Otherwise, you could just leave the room. So, Jen says, just remember not to say what's the worst that could happen. Good advice. So, I think yes. Please put call out or search or leave into the chat, and that will tell us what we will do. That will be the signal I need to take an action here. I think I should also bookmark, just in case. You never know. You just never know. Search, says Dom. Heartless says, presumably we're British, not announcing our presence is certain doom. Search, says Philip. Call out, says Heartless. Dartharus, oh, I remember, let's not call out. Yeah, I think something bad happened last time we called out. Daryl and Christian and Tony say search. Christian, announcing ourselves in a haunted house can't be good. I agree. There are 27 people watching the chat right now. Hello, thank you so much for being here. Please join on in helping us make some decisions. Sean says, Jen, what's the worst that could happen if we say what's the worst that could happen? Let's find out. I'm not going to say it though. So I think the searches are winning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I say call out? Says Heartless, search please. Okay, let's search and see what we can find. You walk over to the mantelpiece and study the trinkets scattered along it. A couple of lacquer boxes and a picture frame with no picture flank a large plant pot with a broad-bladed plant growing in it. In the grate below are several lumps of coal resting on a bed of paper, a fire all ready to light. But something else is in the grate. A black and white photograph has been thrown on the coals. How intriguing! I'm loving the mystery vibe of this. Do you wish to check the contents of the boxes? Or will you pick up the photo to look at that? So please type boxes or photograph or photo in the chat and let us know what we will do. We'll risk the impropriety, says Heartless. Well done us. We're just trying to save our souls in this house. Robbie says fot. I like it, Robbie. Photo, says Philip. Boxes, says Jen. What's in the box, says Dom Elf Kicker. Boxes. Photo's going to be something terrifying, surely, says Caprice. Christian says photo. Tony says photo. Heartless says photograph, please. We're still trying to invoke Mark. Jen, although part of me hopes it's just boxes full of photos. Daryl and Sean say photo. Photos are winning out here. Do you know what? I just suddenly had a flashback to that person that came and joined us in the chat while he was waiting for his wife to have a baby. Oh, okay. So let us look at the photo to check it. Caprice, you might be right. It's going to be something scary and we'll have more fear points, but let's see what happens. Oh, gosh, darn it. You sit on your haunches and reach for the photograph. As you pick it up, you feel a heavy thud on the top of your head. You slump to the floor dazed, and the plant pot, which came crashing down on your head, smashes on the floor. What? You lose 3 stamina points. I was not expecting that outcome. To be fair, like that was not high on the list of what would happen looking in boxes in a haunted house. But you live and learn. I guess the plant has it out for us. I can't believe it. Anyway, that's just embarrassing, says Will. It truly is, Will. It's so embarrassing. We do have enough stamina to continue. Well, that's just not cricket, says Dom. Hello, Tom. Thomas has joined the chat. Thank you so much for showing us our lovely fire extinguisher earlier, Tom. I hope you took the time to check out your Inception appearance on the internet with us. Heartless Ninny. Did I say photo? I meant boxes. Capri says bushwhacked. Dom, it's not even French cricket. Oh no, not anti-Franco sentiment. Oh no, poltergeist or just a very antisocial houseplant, says Christian. Dartharus, can't trust those plant pots. Robbie saying hey to Tom as well. Okay, so we've gained another fear point, which now means we are up to 6 out of a possible 15 fear. Luckily, our stamina is still pretty high. Yeah, but, you know, not great. A plant falling on our heads. Come on. Come on now. So, you hear a rustling from the curtain and straighten up to look towards the window. It's always the bloody windows. You shudder with fright as the curtains open before you. Just as quickly they shut again. Then there is silence. You walk slowly over and grab them, but they are perfectly ordinary curtains. You gain 1 fear point for the shock. Now, do you wish to leave the room? Please type leave into the chat. Or will you try and work out the mystery of the curtains? Bearing in mind, we're not very certain about curtains. And the windows we've experienced so far are more of window than windows. But the choice is yours. Use your voice, make a choice. Let me know, leave or curtains in the chat. Yes, there is a sport called French cricket. Seems to be people standing in space, just standing in a spot with a cricket bat in front of their shins. They weren't even my curtains, says Christian. Leave, please. It's curtains for us, says Heartless. I can't believe we're choosing to look at the curtains, people. Okay, so Robbie saying curtains. I think Heartless is saying curtains. Dom's saying curtains. But Philip and Sean... Oh, God. My chat's gone skew-whiff. Let me count them up. 1, 2... I think Tony's saying curtains. 3, 4, 5 for curtains. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 who want to leave. Okay. It looks like we're going to work out the mystery of the curtains and or die trying. So let's go. As you're puzzling over the curtains, you reach out to lean on the bed. But as you rest your weight on the bedpost, the whole bed shifts aside and you crash down onto the floor. Somebody call poltergeist. I'm feeling a poltergeist vibe. This is all very strange and a little scary. You gain 1 fear point and take 1 stamina point of damage. Do you have enough stamina to continue? Yes, we do. A rumbling from the opposite side of the room breaks into your thoughts. Sliding over the carpet towards you and accelerating rapidly is one of the chairs. Test your luck. That's good. You are lucky. Phew. Okay. In the nick of time, you spring aside as the chair speeds past you and crashes into the wall behind. You escape injury, but you gain 1 fear point. You had better now leave the room before the poltergeist inside does you some real damage. I would argue, 3 points of fear and stamina knocked off are fairly damaging. But yet, very happy to leave. Very happy to leave. Okay, let's see what the chat's reaction is. Heartless, I'm beginning to think this house of hell is out to get us. Agree. Tony, who are you going to call? Ben says, evening mirror, evening chat. I'm audio only today as I have work shirts to iron. What colour shirts, Ben? Dom, you discover Mr. Claypole and Dobbin behind the curtains. Don't go in the cellar. I love it. Miss Popoff. Who else? All my knowledge... Oh, I refuse to talk about that sport on my channel. So I'm going to keep us focused on the House of Hell. We now may proceed either by turning right and trying the door of the Shaitan room. If you would like to enter the Shaitan room, please type Shaitan into the chat. I didn't think I'd be saying Shaitan this many times in a day ever. Or we can proceed by turning left and following the passage which bears right past 2 rooms labelled as Modius and Eblis. So we can go left or Shaitan. What will you type into the chat? And I'm going to do a little bookmark here because I'm very terrified of this game. Actually, I wonder if there is a site with fighting fantasy statistics and how easy it is to complete, because I feel like this is the hardest one we've ever played. No prejudice. I don't mind that it's like real world, real time, but I am thinking this is really hard. This is a very hard game. Okay. Tony's saying right. Christian and Philip want to go left. Will says Shaitan. Left says Robbie. Left says Peter Dyer. Hello, Peter. Shaitan is. Dom, Shaitan. It's how Sean Connery says Satan. Left, please. We've been Shaitan all book. This book is insanely hard, as I recall, like virtually impossible. Darthrus says Seitan room, want some deep fried gluten. Okay, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Shaitan room. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 for left. At least there can't be any giant snakes hiding in either of those rooms, right? Says Jen. Oof. It looks like we're going to the Shaitan room, peeps. Oh gosh, you open the door and peer around. This room is a large, elegantly decorated bedroom with a 4-poster bed in one corner. There is a 3-piece suite in the centre of the room facing a fireplace. A fire is smouldering, but the room appears to be empty. On the far side of the room, there are 2 more doors. Do you wish to enter the room, or will you quickly close the door and leave the room? So please just type in or out in the chat. And meanwhile, I shall bookmark, because I think you are all adventurers of daring do, and I am a feeble, fearful adventurer. Christian, I do remember this book was really hard when I was a kid. This and Creature of Havoc. Heartless. The worst part about this house is the worrying lack of wells. I agree. Peter, I eventually made a map after many goes. That was 40 years ago, so I can't remember it now. Jen says, if you haven't read Redwall, you won't get my snake joke. Okay, so let's count our ins and outs. In, fires are cool, says Will. I agree, and so does Mr. Pugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Saying in. 1, 2, 3. Saying out. So it looks like we're in for the night. Out, we're cats, so of course we want to go out after being let in. I know, right? A real lack of wells, says Christian, and a strangely large number of bedrooms. We are overdue for a nap, says Heartless. Darthrus and Heartless are up for a nap. So am I too, mostly in real life, but in games like this, not so sure. Okay, we're going to go in. We're going in. We've got a bookmark. It's going to be fine. You step inside and close the door quietly behind you. A soft click comes from the lock. As you step forward, a voice greets you. You look around, but you can see no one. The voice continues. So, our visitor is inquisitive, eh? Or are you trying to leave the house? Perhaps our hospitality is not to your liking. Maybe you would like to see some more, shall we say, amusements? The eerie voice makes you nervous. You gain 1 fear point. Do we wish to stay and talk to the voice, or will we make a hasty exit? So please type talk or exit into the chat and let me know what we're going to do here. I, as usual, will anoint this page with a bookmark. Is it weird, Dom, seeing Elf Dom Kicker every time we save? Christian, shake it all about. We're doing the hokey cokey. We'd be going in and out constantly for no good reason. Whoa, wokey cokey cokey. Welcome anyone who's just joined our playthrough of Fighting Fantasy House of Hell. Please do a like and a subscribe. I can't speak. Welcome. I am a real YouTuber, honest governor. Let's stay, says Heartless. Talk. Say Philip and Robbie. Dom says he feels honoured, thank goodness. Heartless, surely one of my incredibly foolish suggestions will pay off eventually. That's the spirit, Heartless. Peter and Sean say talk. Talk, says Sean. Let's see the ghost make some balloon animals. I hope it's okay I keep doing Sean's Australian accent. He hasn't punched me through the screen yet. But Sean, if that's really offensive, please tell me. Will says talk. Jen says exit like someone just said next. David Icke will talk about his new book. Talk. Capri says happy talky, happy talk. I think we're going to talk, aren't we? Let us stay and talk to the voice. Please don't kill us, voice. Ooh, who's this gentleman? Interesting. Well, he doesn't look like a politician, I know. Maybe Jacob Rees-Mogg? Not sure. What do we think, peeps? In front of you is a high-backed armchair facing the fire with its back towards you. Crikey, we're on the set of The Voice. Thanks, Sean. I'm so happy you said that. It's a good exit, mate. A figure raises itself from the chair and turns to face you. The man is tall and pale with jet black hair. He wears a long black cape fastened across the neck with a gold clasp. Yes, he says, so far you have fared well against the occupants of the house, but I believe you will find that your run of luck has come to an end. Step forward so I can see you. Will we step forward as he asks? If so, please type step into the chat. Or will you prepare to attack the man? If so, please type attack. So it's step or attack. Ooh, what will we do? I wonder if this guy is a vampire or he's been written to give us vampire vibes. So we rush into killing a helper. It could be a double bluff. This whole book has been like a double bluff so far. I don't know if we're ever going to get through this book. Oh, these look like dance moves. Step, step, attack, attack. Nothing satanic about this guy, says Heartless. Philip says Peter Cushing. Robbie says get the garlic ready. Caprice, that's Dracula, right? Dom says one thing this book teaches us is that you should overcome your fears or you'll always be playing on hard mode. Christian, 100% would be played by Peter Cushing in the film version. And now we have the votes. 1, 2, 3 people are saying step in. 1, 2, Capri says attic. 3, 4, 5 people are saying attack. The CG version of Peter Cushing in the Star Wars movie really upset Heartless, disrespectful. Will, we have a knife to crush the garlic. Very good, Will. Very, very good. Jen, Caprice is Dracula, his legally distanced second cousin. Yep, copyrights and trading standards. Robbie, most of our choices have had no relevance to what's happened. That's true, Robbie, and I think it makes this adventure much harder. Nothing is predictable or as makes sense as it would seem in normal horror tropes yet. I think the only way to beat this book is to make a note of everything, which is way too much effort for me, Philip. I agree. I think if we get stuck too many times, we'll go on easy mode, which allows you to rewind decisions. And I think they probably put that in for good reason. Sean says, Dom, he doesn't have pointy ears. We don't need to kick him. It looks like we're going to attack. It looks like we're going to... Oh, what did I just say? It looks like we're going to attack. Okay, let's bookmark. Okay, how will you attack the man? Will you use a weapon or do you have anything else you can use? We've all already mentioned the garlic in our chat. So I think we should try the garlic. You pull the garlic out of your pocket and hold it up before the man. His expression changes from one of confidence to a look of fright. As you suspected, this vampire cannot bear to be near raw garlic. Seems odd it's being kept in a bedroom, just a couple doors down from him. Sweat breaks out on his forehead and he backs off towards the bed. He is heading for one of the other doors in the room. You hurriedly look around, trying to decide the best way out. Will we do the door on our left, the door on the right, which the vampire is heading for, or we could head back out, we could run away. So I'm going to ask you to type left, right, or run in the chat so we know what to do. And I'm going to bookmark here. We've got a bookmark in, people. We're going to be okay. I think we should kick him anyway, says Heartless. Left, says Heartless. Right, says Will. Run, says Christian. Right, say Robbie and Philip. They're all for going after the vampire. We do have garlic. Could we have an advantage over him? Or is he going to run into a bunch of giant spiders and snakes? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're going to go right, aren't we? Oh, Jen's saying left. I think the right are still in the majority. Okay, let's go on the right. Oh, we've got a bookmark. Right, all right, we may as well kick him. Darthrus, right. It's been a while since we murdered anyone. I know, Phil, everyone, we need blood and not our own. Okay, we're going to go. You hurl the garlic at the vampire and dash for the door. He shrieks, trying to brush off the garlic as you fling it open. It opens into a cupboard, but a rather unusual one. The back wall has slid aside, revealing a secret passageway. The vampire is rising to his feet again, so you decide to risk what lies ahead and step through into the passageway, slamming both doors behind you. Ooh. The passageway is narrow, and only the faintest glow lights your way. After a short distance, you come to a staircase which leads downwards. Slowly and cautiously, you go down the stairs. Okay, after a dozen or so steps, you reach another landing, and you may follow them down further by typing down in the chat, or you may try a door in the wall of the landing. So door or down, I guess. We're down a secret staircase now. I'm going to put a bookmark in here. A strange, secret and silent staircase. Is there a special closet shop this and Narnia got their furniture from? I'm sure there must be a fantasy emporium somewhere. I'm surprised these old houses stay standing. Their walls are riddled with secret passages. I agree. We've got three votes for door already. Looks like it might be the door. Those are load-bearing secret passages, Jen. Down, down, deeper and down, says Dartharus. Still looking like door is in the lead. This is going to be our last decision for the evening, people, I think. Let's choose wisely. 3 door, 2 down. Will says down. Don't stop until we kick something. So that's 3 all now. We need a decider. Robbie. Okay, Caprice says DoorDash. Who can say what bounties lie within? We've got our bookmark. Let us open the door, and this will be our cliffhanger for the evening. The door opens and you find yourself in a small room. There is another door leading off the room, but in front of you is a strange sight which catches your attention. A shimmering haze. Step up to investigate and gingerly hold out your finger to touch it. Your finger passes right through. Plucking up your courage, you poke your head into the haze. On the other side, you realise what has happened. Your head has emerged through a large mirror into a reception room. Opposite is a huge mural of a country scene, and standing in the middle of the room are a table and 6 chairs. The sound of voices outside the door startles you.